featured our next item a couple of times on the station, and now the Intergenerational Connections Project have won an award for their work. They connect people through music. The charity was on the One Show recently, and Graham helps with the sessions. Have a listen.
And what I get out of it is just the sheer joy of seeing children happy, of seeing everybody involved and sharing and caring and having a good laugh.
From everyone here and everyone from the One Show, one big thank you.
Well, now the Intergenerational Connections Project, along with its partners, Mole Valley District Council, Surrey County Council and NHS Surrey Heartlands Trust, are concentrating on setting up hubs that connect young people with older members of society. Thinking behind it is that by creating music as a group, all sorts of benefits. For brainchild of Emily Abbott. Emily, morning to you.
Good morning, James.
Right. Firstly, what was this award that we've just heard about?
Yeah, so a really exciting award that we won for a project that we launched back in April 2021. So this was a project between a care home and a school. And for kind of, the whole of COVID, due to the work that we do and working with such vulnerable groups in the community, we had to be really kind of imaginative in how we could continue to bring these groups together and to create new connections during a time where distance was everywhere. So we delivered this project with Keswick Care Home and Eastwick Primary School. And this was a project that happened online, and the elders and children would come together and share music digitally. And then what we were able to do as kind of restrictions eased is the kids would come into the garden of the care home and they would sing through the windows and with the doors open. And then the project ended with an incredible kind of big garden party where the kids and the elders came together and were really able to bring that relationship to life. And this was a wonderful project that not only showcased the power of music and intergenerational connections, but also really highlighted the importance of working in partnership. So we worked very closely with Mole Valley District Council and the Surrey Down CCG group to really bring this project to life and support those in need within our community.
So pretty heartwarming moments, I would imagine, through that.
Absolutely. I think what's really incredible is, we know music is this universal language, and it's the vehicle that we use to really bring people out of themselves and to promote social connection and to support people's mental health and well-being. But the benefits are so mutual on both sides, and it gives people opportunity to really kind of celebrate who they are and to show their identity and to share their stories. And then kind of deeper than that, there's real support in self-confidence and self-esteem and communication and empathy and all of these incredible things that comes from the music making sessions and being in that space with those different generations.
And I imagine every so often you stumble across either an older or a younger person who's really good.
Oh, yes, that's my favourite part. And I mean, I'm a big believer that, anyone can sing and everyone can connect to music because it is innate in all of us and we all have that ability to respond and to feel. But every so often you find a really wonderful kind of, and often it happens between a child and an elder and they have this connection, whether they both have learned to play piano or they play the flute or they have a favourite song that they sing together. And there's moments where they come together and you think, gosh, that's amazing, and let's make a choir and tour it round and showcase how wonderful you are. So there's some great moments that come out of these sessions.
And so look, you're trying to actually expand this now then.
We are. So back in December, we launched our national programme Together with Music, and that was in partnership with Care England. And this was kind of our response to the pandemic in kind of building a really safe and supportive, positive digital platform where groups could come together, so care homes and schools and community groups across the nation could come together digitally and share music and network and be part of that community. But what we're doing now is taking these projects that we've delivered in Surrey, and we want to roll those out nationally. So this year it's all about training, it's about projects, it's about empowering care workers and giving them the skills on how they can use music to support residents and to connect with the community. It's about creating opportunities for volunteers and for young people to get involved, and ultimately really just amplifying the place that intergenerational music has in how we can rebuild and reconnect, post-COVID.
Right. It's interesting with this, the numbers of people that you want to get involved. How hard is it to get the school or the care home on? Which is more difficult?
Um, I would say probably the school. We work a lot with care homes, and I think um, there may be this preconception that intergenerational work and music is, it has this direct benefit for people living with dementia and people living in care homes. It helps tackle isolation and loneliness. But actually, the benefit is so mutual. And for young people as well, it gives them, an opportunity to connect with this generation that often we don't get a chance to. There's a lot of kind of distance between generations across our communities, and through this work, building that sense of empathy and having a space where they can be heard as well as a child and build their communication, their confidence, and hear the stories from the elders and share parts of them, be able to perform and it be judgment free. It's an incredible space for children to be able to thrive and really grow and develop as well. So care homes are very receptive to the work, but I think, in terms of our Together with Music program, we're seeing that schools are really starting to understand that, one, it's really important to outreach and connect with your community and to build these relationships. And two, I think we've all had a taste of what isolation feels like, and care homes have, been hit hard by that. And we have an opportunity to really work together to tackle that and to support everyone across all generations.
So, Emily, what's your background? Are you sort of where do you sort of sit? Are you more of a school person or a care home person then?
I'm a music person, I would
Right.
say. So my background is, Charlotte, our director, she launched the organisation back in 2018, and I very quickly got on board, just kind of seeing the power that music has and the ability that it has to connect people, but also the transformational kind of things that you see happening during sessions. It took me out of, using music just as a performative thing and bringing it into something that's really accessible and people can hold on to and use to connect and be part of something. So, it's just, I'm a huge believer that music, and then wrapped up with intergenerational practice, which, encompasses every part of our community. You're working with care homes and schools and the arts and um, and health. So I think there's just an incredible power when you bring music together with intergenerational practice to really change lives and help, make a positive change.
Somebody listening to this now, either from a care home or a school or either, or even a musician that's interested in finding out more, where can we sort of discover more?
Yeah, of course. So we actually have a Together with Music community hub launching in Woking on the 5th of May at 10:30, and that's at the Trinity Methodist Church. And that's an opportunity for any part of the community to come together, whether you're a volunteer or you're living in the community and feel isolated and want to, make connections and take those steps back, or you're a care home or a school, you can come down and be part of those sessions. We're also delivering work all across Surrey. So if you'd like to find out more, you can visit www.togetherwithmusic.org.uk.
Nice stuff. Good talking to you, Emily. Thanks for your time this morning. 7:32.